2C39-5, unlawful possession of a weapon. Okay. There's a whole series of statutes prohibiting people from possessing weapons without first having obtained a permit from government, which is known as a firearms purchaser's ID card. New Jersey is one of 10 or 15 states in the Northeast that believes that people are not responsible and should not own weapons unless government decides you're the kind of person that should have a weapon. This is very different from states like Florida, Texas, Arizona, where the concept is everybody should have a weapon, so everybody's safe. Okay, now what's the worst thing about these cases? Well, the worst thing about these cases is that if you are charged and convicted of possessing a handgun, a shotgun, a rifle, a weapon that can be converted into an automatic weapon, you're going to be charged with a third-degree offense with a mandatory minimum jail term under the Graves Act. And what this means is, you're looking at 5 years of prison if convicted, but then they give you a minimum base amount that you must do before you're eligible for parole. There's a big brouhaha about this years ago. The Attorney General's office, sent memorandums to all the prosecutors at the county level saying, look, we demand that you enforce these mandatory minimums. And the general rule is it's a flat 5 years in the state prison, 3 years imposed, which you must do, and there's no way you can be released early. It's like the No Early Release Act, but it's called the Graves Act. Now, I've had a number of these cases, and I've done actually fairly well with them. One comes to mind, a young man in his early 20s, had no real significant prior criminal history, was cleaning a basement with a friend for a retired police officer. And, in all the junk down there, what do they find? A shiny Glock handgun. That's a GLOCK 23 caliber handgun. Wasn't loaded, there weren't any bullets. But of course, any young man who's grown up watching Cops and Robbers and Western shows, what's the first thing he's going to do? He's going to take the gun, right? And he took the gun. A few days later, the police put pressure on, the person he was with, his workmate, to divulge, who took it, where it went. And my client panicked and sold it to somebody who turned out to be a hardened criminal. They were able to apprehend everybody and get the gun back before anything bad happened, but my client was charged with this 2C39-5. Now, I did a lot of research. I found out that the Graves Act, the sentencing component of these possessory handgun cases, is a law that was originally designed to protect elderly people from gang-related violence, and that it had only been redirected to be applied as a sentencing component in non-gang related areas or crimes because there was pressure in the legislature to do something about handgun possession. I made a motion. I was able to get the court to realize, even though I didn't win the motion, I was able to get the court to realize this was sort of an exceptional case. My argument was this is more like shoplifting, although the item that was taken is, of course, dangerous. But my client had no intent to use it in a dangerous way. So, long story short, is that I was able to get him 5 years over 1. Okay, I had to do 1 year in state prison. And in the plea agreement, the judge approved language saying that at the end of 1 year, my client could apply for what's called ISP, which is the Intensive Supervisory Program, meaning ankle bracelet and stay at home. So I consider that a success story because there's virtually no way you're getting out of any jail in these cases. The issue is how much jail do you have to do, and how far on a limb can you get the prosecutor and the judge to go to give you a good deal, because they're obviously worried about their careers. My name is Stephen Agravatt. My telephone number is 732-337-7922. You you can charge the violation of any handgun or gun possessory of firearms offense. It's a serious, serious matter, and you're looking at certain jail. The only question is, how much? Give me a call. I've handled many of these, and I can very likely help you. Thank you.